in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Creates a little space. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they're not on the same page there. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Finds some fresh air. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing speed.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Another defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. One thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
And the Canes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his man. It's Bond. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the first down. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the front packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. Third and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the fourth down now, trying to get the football back.
Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, we've got an update on number 1 versus number 2 going on right now. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything going on today, and when it happens, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to get outside. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Turning on the Jets. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And how about the offense? Pitching it to the left, getting on the perimeter really, really quickly. Get this guy with speed, outside, in space. Good things happen. Breaks off the big run. Nice job. Get on the outside quickly.
The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the Hurricanes need to pick it up on 4th down. Off-play action. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Offense in a bunch formation. Jackson gonna throw it. He'll take the deep shot. Into traffic, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. finds his man. It's Hayes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He might want another play. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown Tide! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way.
Into the secondary on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the play fake. The throw. Got his man on the right. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He wants to change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right.
Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Jumped on top of the pile.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bond. Turns it on in midfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To throw, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after it! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Working that left side now. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Bully ball on third and short. Can White cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on second and goal. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds a man on the left. Off and running. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Brings up 2nd down. All right, let's get it. Wait.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Bond. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw at Simmons. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
All right, let's get it.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it in the middle, it's Lofton. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Can't get him to the ground. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's moving out of the pocket. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Number 9.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by a field goal over Iowa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Pulls it, fired, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Now, 4th down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They boot it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. No chance and call for the false start. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Lofton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turkey.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Just going to keep it after the snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah.